The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go in the rain here at Lambeau Field. This will be returned from the 2. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Love to throw to get started. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
It's now second down.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
On the ready, trouble, 38. 6, mega, down. 60, claws red, blue striker. Set, go.
On play action, Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver.
Brings up third down.
Now it's going to be third down.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings that fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
At their own 43-yard line.
Goff going to open up with a throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
We go tonight.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the running back, David Montgomery. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with it. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be fourth down. His kick is good. The Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Tag. Cowboy 8. Go.
And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Packers.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
And 12.
Okay,
at the 42-yard line.
Set.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And, of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one. Guy miss. He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First carry now for Jameer Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. Jameer Gibbs. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead.
Packers nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Let's go. Set, cut.
Here's Luck, operating out of the pistol. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Ready?
Now Love. They're trying to hit him with a screen. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and 11.
Red, yellow. 60 red. 6 green jack. Blaster. 6. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Shell. Cut. Merlin. 180. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Laporta in motion. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Hey, 76. Hot. 180. Orange. Forward ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion.
Hey, kill Kim. He goes to the line. 180. Cut.
To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He goes to the line.
Goff to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and 10. Here's Goff. We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
12.
To throw is Goff. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Set. Hut. Blue striker. Yellow. 20. Hut.
A good play action with Love. Moving to his right. He's going to look for the home run ball.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
They'll
4.
stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Down. 50, green.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. First and 10 now from the 36.
Switch, yellow. Here we go, set. Drill, green. White. Ready.
Throwing is Love. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay, and even 30 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Fury, yellow. Ready?
Back to throw is Love. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Red, cycle. Hut.
On second down, Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Pass caught. It's golden. That's time out for Green Bay. It'll be their second As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Smash, red. Slice blue. Ready?
On fourth down, Love. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 1.
What? Five. What's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Lions open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
180.